Ladies and gentlemen, Reese Renee has some very exciting news. Do you want to tell them? You want me to tell them? Reese slept through the night for the first time at 5 months old. Yay, baby. So sleep training is working. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A little background if you're new here. This baby has not been a good sleeper since birth. She still consistently was up normally at midnight and 4. Do you want to play? So yeah, sometimes more than that. Her doctor said she could do much longer stretches, 8 hours. I researched a ton of different sleep training methods. Pretty much all of them are similar. They all involve some crying, unfortunately. We wanted to do it as gentle as possible. So what we decided to do is tackle each feeding, getting rid of each feeding one at a time. For a week, I only gave her half of a feeding at midnight, so 5 minutes versus 10 minutes. And then a few days ago, we cut out that feeding and she would cry, usually just 10 or 15 minutes, but she would cry and it was terribly sad. But you know, her pediatrician said she'd be fine. Everyone said she'd be fine. In the morning, she's the happiest, sweet, loving baby. You know, it wasn't hurting her. And then last night, she didn't cry at all. And she slept from 8 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. That is a huge stretch. And then she ate and went back to sleep till 7:30. So that is such an answer to prayer. It is amazing. I think what we'll do is we'll try to get this consistent and then maybe work on cutting out the last feeding, and I'll do the same thing. I'll give her half of a feeding for a little bit and then work on cutting it out. But yeah, I mean, we try to do it as gentle as possible. Also, before all of that, we worked on putting her down awake, drowsy but awake at night, because until she was 3 months old, we pretty much rocked her to sleep because otherwise she would just scream her head off. And around 4 months, we tried to put her down drowsy but awake, and she would cry. But we would do like 5 minutes and then 10 minutes and go in and check on her. And if she was still crying after 10 minutes, we would just rock her to sleep. We're weak, but you know, sleep training is hard, but like, you need to sleep, your baby needs to sleep, everybody needs to sleep. It doesn't hurt them. We talked to her doctor about it, and I feel so much better. 5 months of super broken sleep. I mean, it's hard because you never hit restorative. I feel like a new person this morning. You may notice from this video I'm a little more perky, but yeah. This feels great. And she's playing so good this morning. We're rolling over. We're rolling over. We are so proud of you. We are so proud. Oh, are we stuck? Mommy help you. Mommy help you. Oh, we can look at the mirror. Yeah. So fun. Anyway, I am so excited. Hopefully this wasn't just a fluke and this is a consistent thing. I feel like it is. I feel like this is a huge step in the right direction, and I feel like a new person. And it was hard at first, but I'm so glad that sleep training is working. Oh my goodness. Reese is napping, and I just washed my 2 Haakaa pumps that I used earlier. I actually bought a second Haakaa pump, which I know might sound funny, but I recently switched up my pumping routine, and by pumping routine, I'm not really pumping that much anymore. I'm only pumping using my electric pump at work and if I missed a feeding. So my current routine on days when I am not working is I am just using the Haakaa pump twice a day, one at her early morning kind of night feeding. So that's usually either 4 or 5:30. And since she's been doing longer stretches from the sleep training, I'm pretty engorged at that point, so I can usually get a lot out of the Haakaa. If you don't know the Haakaa, what you do is you squeeze this, pull this back, and then suction it onto your breast that you're not nursing on, and it just kind of like suction pumps that boob and catches the letdown, but it definitely suction pumps as well. And I usually get several ounces at that early morning feeding, especially now that she's sleeping longer stretches from the sleep training. I'm pretty engorged, and so it's nice to be able to pump a little extra. And then I just put the stopper in. This is the little stopper, and walk that over to the fridge. And then I use this second one at her next morning feeding. Sometimes she still doesn't want to eat right when she gets up, especially if she had her last feeding at like 5:30 and she wakes up at 7:30. She might not want to eat again till like 8:30 or 9, which is fine. But I'll use this one at that second feeding, stick the stopper in, put it in the fridge, and then I'll combine those two once they're both cooled. And a lot of times I get like a full bottle's worth for her. For her, she usually just drinks a 4-ounce bottle. So yeah, I'm still getting about the same amounts that I did when I would use my electric pump every day, but it takes no extra time, which is awesome because I would have to pump for at least like 10 minutes and sit still, and doing that while you have a baby trying to play or whatever, she was always very needy. It was just really hard to do. And using your electric pump is also a lot more cleanup. Oh my goodness, there's all those little pieces you have to clean. And these are so stinking easy to clean. It's the best. I love my new little pump routine. But like tonight, for example, I'm going to Bible study, so I will miss the feeding. So when I get home, I will use my electric pump because she'll already be sleeping. And Kyle will use my Hakka milk from earlier to feed her before bed. I do want to show you though, because my new Hakka is a different version than the older one. It has like, I don't know, this extra like ridging versus this one. Hakka has several different models. If you do get a Hakka pump, make sure you get one with this little suction thing at the bottom, because it's really nice to be able to like stick in the fridge or just stick anywhere after you use it, because then it won't like tip over or anything. And then also make sure you get a stopper, because then you can just put this directly in the fridge, let it cool down so that you can combine it, or just like stick it in the fridge for a few hours and not have to worry about it, which is awesome because I use it in the middle of the nights. I will link the Hakkas I like in the description box below. But yeah, these things are great. Oh, and real quick, I only use these in the morning because I know I have a lot of extra milk in the morning. I don't want to use them later in the day because your milk supply goes down throughout the day, and I don't want to take any milk away from Reese so that she has plenty to eat with. Did somebody wake up from their nap? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to see you. Do you want to play with Mama? Yeah. What should we play? Should we play with your toys? Yeah? Did you sleep on your belly? You silly baby. Alright, let's get you out. Oh, these are fun. Are those fun toys? Yeah. Oh. What is your favorite color? We had a little spit up, so we both got an outfit change. Isn't that right? Her spit up's been getting a little better lately, but it kind of depends on the day. We still do a lot of outfit changes. Yep. It's okay. I'm about to have a little lunch, and Reese is going to keep me company in your big girl high chair. I put out lots of toys so we can play. Whoa. Yeah, this is what typically happens. It's fun to have her sit up with us while we eat, and I give her some toys to play with. And she likes to throw them on the ground. And it's okay. It's okay. She's just doing solids at night still because she's still learning. Sometimes she just doesn't know what to do with them. She's not crazy about it, which is totally fine for 5 months. So we're just gonna only do a little bit in the evenings until she gets more used to it and seems to like it a little more. But yeah, I got a PB&J and some pears. And we can have a nice little lunch. Are we looking out the window? We love to just sit here and look out the window together. Yeah? Should we show the snow? We had a lot of snow yesterday. It's starting to melt a little. I just got Reese down for another nap. I have a load of laundry going, and I am going to, I think, just chill this nap. You know, I either normally do chores or nap too during her naps, and I caught a little bit of a nap during her last nap. And you know what? It's been a good day. Like, I don't feel as exhausted as I normally do. I don't normally chill during her naps, and I think I'm just gonna turn on The Office on Netflix and hang out. I know most of my vlogs recently have all been at home, but that's just kind of where we're at right now. Reese is napping better now, but she really only can nap well when she's in her room with the dark curtains and the sound machine in her crib. And I don't blame her. I'm the same way. I can only like sleep in a bed really. And you know, if she like misses naps, she's in such a terrible mood, and that poor baby. And then I feel like we're a little screwed up even at bedtime because she might be overtired, and she takes 3 to 4 naps a day, and her wake windows are really tops 2 hours. So yeah, we don't get out of the house a ton right now. Plus it's like flu and RSV season. And I know everything's is just a season, and it's just all a phase, and I'm not worried about it. Sometimes I do feel a little shut in or a little lonely, but I'm really grateful to be home with her the days that I am home with her. So you know what, it's okay. Anyway, that will be it for this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Please, of course, be sure to follow me on social media and subscribe if you are new, because I would love to have you join my YouTube fam, and I'll see you in the next vlog.